I love the striking dummy because it allows me to aim my strikes to where I would want to hit a person, except for the hands and the elbows, the wrist. But when I'm hitting this target, I can aim for the collarbone, the temples, the cheekbone, right? The chin, the throat. Even though that's a soft target, it's still gonna have a really good effect with a stick, right? So I can jam it into the stomach, I can hook it to the throat, get close, I can cross-check into the throat. These are all excellent targets for developing the proper striking skills that you want if you're gonna use your sticks. I am going to put everything I have into hitting this target because I want to get used to hitting with power. There's no use swinging a stick half-hearted at somebody. Unless you're sparring, you don't want to hurt your partner too badly, right? That's different. But if I'm using a stick as an improvised self-defense weapon, I want to hit with as much power as I possibly can. I want to break shit. I don't want to give someone the opportunity to come in and close distance. I don't want to hit the muscle groups. Fuck that. Why would you do that? I want to hit bone. I want to break bone. Honestly, I never want to do this to a human being, but if I was in a situation where I was forced to do it, I want to do as much damage as I can so I can get away safely. My objective is not to hurt the person. My objective is to get away. In the worst case scenario, I might have to do some damage, some structural damage, right? So if you see me come here and I come here, that represents the kneecap, okay? Represents hitting into the kneecap. That's the only target I'm gonna go for on the legs, except for maybe the ankle, right? If I come down low, wham, hit the ankle. Not my first target, but I'm hitting hard bone. I wanna hit something that I might have an opportunity to break. And I wanna hit it hard. I don't wanna hit light. Now, that's why it takes time. You gotta train up to this. You gotta train up to hitting full contact. Don't just jump in, grab a stick and start wailing on a target and then wonder why your wrists are sore. So work your way up to it, keep your strike pattern simple, and every once in a while, close distance, right? And get into some kind of tangle with the stick or push off and then hit, right? Because that represents making space and smashing. Now, if I'm facing somebody who doesn't have a stick, right? And I've got distance, I don't want to put my stick here where they can grab it. I want to keep it back. Stay back, and hit. And fucking hit hard. There's no point in hitting light. That will just set them up to close distance and take your stick away, all right? So, if you're gonna apply a weapon, apply it with full intention, not half-ass. You can never be half-ass in self-defense. And if you get the opportunity, if you are in a situation where you think this kind of force is justified, use your force, get away, and then deal with the consequences after. Be able to articulate why you use that level of force. But anyway, I'm going on and on, so let's talk about different strike patterns. So the other day I talked about the downward X, right? So this is a great strike pattern. Okay, I'll do a few. Right to the head. So now I'm on the backhand side here. So these aren't light strikes. these are likely going to cause some damage. I don't want to fuck around if this guy's a bad guy. Now remember, your first strike might not take him out. He may be committed to closing distance, so you gotta be prepared for that. Okay? One strike is not enough. Okay? Don't depend on this. Maybe, but what if you miss and you stop? Don't stop until the situation is taken care of. So down and horizontal. Do I add an extra strike there? Down and horizontal. Okay, ribs aren't a great target because everybody can take that. Okay, down, horizontal. There's a horizontal to the head. Just give you one more pattern that you can play with. Down and redondo. There's just chop, it's coming straight down. Okay, there's 3 strike patterns you can practice on the target. Very simple ones. And your downward X can be practiced this. In here. Practice with a longer stick too. Don't just stick to your short sticks. Try it with a walking stick length cane, right? This one's got a lot of force behind it. Plus it gives you a lot of range. Right? I don't know if someone would be still standing after that. But this one is nice in this Dos Manos sort of use. Right? I just want to do the same patterns with 2 other tools. So I'm going to use my Stockman's cane. This is an agricultural tool, but they're great for training canes. And they're tough. You could put a boot on one of these and it would be an effective self-defense cane. Anyway, so the downward X, once you start getting into heavier weapons, you're probably going to want to go Dos Manos or 2 hands, okay? But this is still light enough where it can still hit with one hand, okay? So downward X. Okay? So because it's a little slower with one hand, probably better with 2. All right, so now I'm going to do the diagonal and horizontal. diagonal and redondo or circle. So these aren't as fast as my lighter canes. This one definitely, I would use Dos Manos. But man, it is an effective weapon. There's not going to be many people who are still walking after that. I can still use it one-handed. Okay, the redondo. Always practice with really close techniques, because there's no guarantee that you're going to be able to keep distance. Okay, just some ideas for training. I hope you like that.